talk to passionate home cooks all the time that want to start a personal chef business, and they think that all they need to do is just post a few times on Instagram and pow, they'll be fully loaded with clients. And then they're shocked when they post 3 times and they don't get a client. And then they think there's something wrong with them, or they can't figure it out, or they think it doesn't work, or they think it just won't work for them. And I don't want this to happen to you, because what happens then is they quit. Honestly, I have helped hundreds of passionate home cooks start successful personal chef businesses, and they've all done it different ways. No one though, at least not that I know of, has ever just randomly put up some posts on social and gotten fully booked with clients. So consider that there are personal chefs who have built a successful business on Facebook or Thumbtack or through referrals or only on their website or any of a dozen different places. What is it that the successful ones have in common? What is separating that from the ones who crash and burn? In the simplest terms, this is the one thing that is exactly how you can get clients, get fully loaded, and be successful. Hey there, Chef Shelly here. I help passionate home cooks start successful personal chef businesses. If you don't want to go to culinary school and you don't want to do restaurant work, so if that's something you're interested in, hit subscribe and be sure to click the little bell, and that way you'll get notified when I do a video every week. So what is this one thing to how to get clients? All you literally have to do is meet people, tell them you have a personal chef business, and make offers to help them. And yes, this can be online or in real life, but just meeting people, throwing crap out there, not enough. Telling them that you have a personal chef business and what your services are, better, but still, that's not going to be enough if you are serious about getting clients. Making offers to help, that's how you get clients faster. So this is what this looks like in real life. Let's even start with someone you know. You're talking and you tell them that you're starting a personal chef business. Now the greatest news here is that you're not telling them you're a realtor or selling insurance or something where they are going to run screaming from you. 99 times out of 100, people will be thrilled to talk to you about your personal chef business, about your services, all sorts of things. So you tell them that you're starting a personal chef business, they ask you questions, that's the perfect opportunity to explain your services and make an offer to help them. Now, of course, they may not be your ideal client. They might know someone, or at least you're having a great conversation and getting some practice in. So, no, it all goes without saying that you don't do this, though, until you have your services dialed in, the explanation, you have your pricing 100% decided. You're going to be wasting your time telling them that you're starting a personal chef business when they start asking you about it and you're fumbling through, oh, I can do this and I do this and I'll do that, and sure, I can do this, and it costs this much. Oh, is that too much? Oh, well, I could do it for this much or this much. But 90 times out of 100, people don't even get around to their pricing if they don't have those things dialed in. So when you're clear on your services and exactly how to explain them, and especially tailoring your description about them to what that person has talked about, whether that's health needs, diet needs, being too busy, owning their own business with work or whatever, that's when it starts getting easier to get a client. Once you have this skill and comfort level talking about your services and your pricing and offering to help them. This is asking if they're interested, asking them if they would like to schedule an interview, asking them if they'd like to fill out a food questionnaire. Of course, once you have this, then you can go to networking events. You can go to business meetings at your Chamber of Commerce. You can do a presentation in front of a mom's group. You can take food to a doctor's office or a personal trainer to start a good referral relationship. You know, there's a million different ways in real life that you can market yourself once you have these basic skills down of your services, your pricing, and being able to explain them in a clear and compelling way with an ask. Yes, let's talk about online. There are passionate home cooks who have built a successful personal chef business just on Facebook. Again, they knew first their services and pricing and how to explain them in a clear and compelling way to the right people who were interested in the benefits that they talked about, again, whether that was health or time or whatever their niche is. And then on top of this and making their asks, they knew how to work Facebook. So on top, again, of having their businesses details dialed in and explain them, they learned Facebook. Because here's the deal. If you post on Facebook on your personal page, you're only getting in front of like your friends and family or whatever that you already know. So even then, Facebook isn't even going to show that post to everyone you're friends with. Right now, I've heard it's down to about a 4% show rate. So only a few people are going to see your post. And is that going to be your mom and your aunt in Nova Scotia? Is that going to help you? And anyway, you could talk to your friends and family in real life. And, you know, and if that would get you fully booked with clients, you wouldn't even think about needing to go to Facebook, right? You'd be doing that anyway. So the first step is you learn you need to start a Facebook business page. But then you're still going to be stuck in the same boat. Facebook isn't going to show your post to everyone who follows your page. You need to get people to follow your page to even be able to see your posts. And then anyone in the world can follow your page, so you don't even have control over whether the people who are going to be seeing your stuff are local or not. So that's not going to help you. Then, if you're thinking about trying to advertise on Facebook, at least you're going to make sure that you're getting in front of local people, right? Well, you need first, again, to have all those business details dialed in, and being able to explain the benefits in a clear and compelling way with a call to action to get people to hire you or contact you, whatever it is you're asking them to do. But you're not able to do it through a conversation. You're having to learn how to do it on a Facebook ad to make it effective. So the rub here is, if you're just starting out now, you're not only putting your time on the line, but you're putting your money into it too, which if you don't have those other skills dialed in, you're basically gambling with. So, by the way, let me give you a ray of hope here. I don't want you to be totally discouraged. That is not the point of this video. I know a personal chef who has had great success with Facebook without ads when she was just starting out, and she did get fully booked. So there's a great interview. I'll link it in the description. I have a video on YouTube that you can watch. It's definitely a must watch to learn about how she did it. If you were a passionate home cook who's just thinking about starting a personal chef business, you need to get your services and your pricing dialed in so that you can explain them and talk about them in a clear and really enticing way to friends and family and then potential clients that you meet. This is definitely step one, because if you can't do it with them, you're not going to be able to do it online, where it's actually more difficult to get people to move forward with you. If you've already started your personal chef business, but you're struggling to get clients, I really challenge you to look at your messaging and how often you're actually making offers. If I had a conversation with you right now, would you be able to explain it super clearly, like to someone who has never had a personal chef, so they could easily understand it and how they could benefit from hiring you? You know, it just doesn't mean explaining the details of what a 5x4 is, or how saying that you'll do their grocery shopping and make their dinner. Now, luckily, again, we're not realtors and insurance agents. This is still really compelling for a lot of people, but that's not going to be enough to get clients easily. You need to talk about not just what you do, but how it benefits them. And do you just explain your services and leave it at that? Or do you ask them, are you interested? Would you like to schedule an interview to talk about how we could do services just for you? Would you like to fill out a food questionnaire? Asking them anything that's a next step with you. Ask them if they would just love to have a personal chef cooking for them every week. Maybe they're not interested. At least you'll know. I promise, when you really get this down, getting clients will be so much easier, because the clients are out there and they're hungry for what you're cooking. But if you can't explain it and you don't ask them to move forward with you, you're not going to get them.